Welcome to today's lesson. In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at subtraction of number bases. So if we have a number 213 base 10 minus 44 base 10, these are the common numbers that we use to count anything that we use in our day-to-day lives. So I'm just going to say 3 minus 4. Here you borrow. When you borrow there, you add 1. And here this one becomes 10. And say 13 minus 4, you get 9. Here you say 1 minus 5, you have to borrow again. And this one becomes 11. And here you're going to have 6. And here you say 2 minus 1, you're going to have 1. And your answer is 169. So when you are in base 10, every time you borrow, you're going to add 10, the value of the base. You're going to add 10, the value of the base. So which means when we are in any other base that is not base 10, whenever you borrow, you're going to add the value of the base. So for example, if I have a number, I'm just going to use the same number 2 1 3, but I'm going to put it to base 5 minus 4 4 base 5. So here I'm going to borrow again. 3 minus 4, it can't. I have to borrow. This one becomes 5. When I add 5 to this 3, it becomes 8. You say 8 minus 4, you're going to get 4. And here 1 minus 4, you have to borrow again. 1. And here this one becomes 5 plus 1. That's 6. You say 6 minus 5, you get 1. And here you get 1. So your answer is 114 base 5. Realize that here whenever we borrow, we are adding 5. So I'm going to look at another example. 1 0 0 0 base 2 minus 1 1 base 2. So here I'm going to borrow, because 0 minus 1, I have to borrow. Here this one becomes 2, and here this one becomes plus 2, because that's the value of the base. Whenever we borrow in base 2, we add 2. 2 minus 1, you get 1 here. And here now you're going to say 0 minus 2 again, you have to borrow. This one becomes 1, and here this one becomes 2. You say 2 minus 2, you get 0 here. And here you're going to say 0, this 0 minus 1, you have to borrow again here. And here you're going to add the value of the base, which is 2. That's 2 minus 1, and you get your, okay, and here you're going to get 1, and here you're going to say 1 minus 1, that's 0, and your answer here is 101 base 2. And realize that here we are adding, whenever we borrow, we are adding 2, because we are in base 2. Let me just give you one last example. 2 0 0 base 3 minus 2 2 base 3. Here you say 0 minus 2, you have to borrow. And when you borrow, this one becomes 3. And this one, you add 3, it becomes 3. 3 minus 2, you get 1. And here 0 minus 3, you have to borrow again. This one becomes 1. And here when you borrow, this one becomes 3. 3 minus 3, that's 0. And here 2 minus 1, you get 1 base 3. So that's all I had for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next lesson.